Hello and welcome back to my channel. I promised you some salad recipes, a mini salad series, and no better to start but now because the weather's cheering up and I like salads. So I like kind of crunchy leafy salads if they are going with a substantial meal. So see, I've made this massive chicken dish and then I just want some leafy crunchy salad, which I make often. But if the salad is the focus and there are lighter dishes to serve with it, say roasted vegetables and stuff, then I want substantial salad that gives me a bite and some body and a little bit of protein where possible. That's not my focus, but I just want something wholesome. So that's what I'm making. I am making a gorgeous roast chicken salad, the very first in this series, and it's a simple one. And the best part is that this salad is something you can prepare beforehand, put it in the fridge and then serve it when you are ready to eat. So this can be made a day beforehand, which is such a big thing if you are planning to entertain. Also, this goes really well in your lunchbox if there's any left over. So yeah, let's make this. But before I do that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. And the first thing I'm going to do is get the oven on nice and hot at 160 fan, 180 normal C. And I'm going to get the chicken in. And while the chicken's in, I'm going to tell you what else to do. Okay, so you can just half this recipe, but I'm gonna make it with 4 chicken breasts because this is a salad. I need chicken breasts and not thighs, and the chicken breasts are skinless and boneless. I'm going to take 2 at a time. So I'm making with 4. Like I said, just half the recipe if you don't want so much. But last week I made this. I'm making this a lot right now. And this lasted in the fridge for 4 days before it got over. And anyone who needed a snack just went in the fridge and ate this. So just a bit of cling film. And all I've done is flatten it out. I haven't like squashed it completely, but where the chicken breast is a bit thick on one side, thinner on one side, I want it to cook evenly. So I have taken that off. I'm gonna get this on a baking tray. I'm gonna do the same with the other 2 chicken breasts. Now the next thing is, once the chicken is on the tray, I'm going to season it. So with the seasoning, I'm just using a mild curry powder. So just a mild curry powder. You can use a hot curry powder. If you don't have curry powder, you could use a little bit of garam masala. If you don't have that, you could do tandoori masala. You could do harissa. You could do just salt and pepper. If you want, but this is going to go really well with the salad. But like I said, you could use any other spice blend that is lurking around in your cupboard for this, because I just want to gently flavor it, and I don't want it like bland chicken. I want to have a nice flavoring and taste to the chicken when it's roasting. So I am going to add, just sprinkle, this is a teaspoon. So I'm going to get 2 teaspoons of mild curry powder. This is a powder you can buy in absolutely any supermarket. It's not a specialty Asian one. Then I'm going to add some salt. Now this is half a teaspoon, which I think will be enough because we will be adding seasoning to the salad too. And then I want a tiny bit of gentle heat. So I've got half a teaspoon of chili powder. And now I'm going to get a little bit of olive oil and I'm I'm going to rub this in. Make sure I do the other side too. And then this is going to go in the oven for like a flash. So I've got the oven nice and hot, like I said earlier, and this is going to go in for 15 minutes only. Do not be tempted to cook for any longer, because we have flattened the chicken and I want really moist, good chicken. So yeah, 15 minutes on the timer. This should be done. So now the chicken is cooked. What I'm going to do is going to take it out, cover with some foil. And you don't want to make the salad with hot chicken. You need to let it cool down. So I'm going to just cover it with foil so that it doesn't dry out. Leave it on the tray for a good half an hour. I'm going to do other bits till then. And then once it's cooled down, we'll make the salad. So that's given me enough time to clean the kitchen up. Yeah, and get some bits done. So now comes the fun part, which is mixing kind of textures and flavors with the chicken to make it an extraordinary chicken salad. So let's do it. Now the first thing is I've got a whole cucumber here. Now I can use whatever it's called, grater, to slice this up, but mine is really fine and I want a little bit of texture, so I don't want it like too thin, these slices. So I'm using this properly. Do it with a knife. Next up, I've got a couple of red onions because I don't want like extremely sharp, and I find red onions kind of really perfect for salads and things. You must have noticed me use it definitely for salads because I prefer, but you can use other onions as well. Next, I am going to add some capers. So I would like to think, just trying to get some out actually. Let me get it out in a bowl and I can squeeze. I want like 2 tablespoons, so that should work. I don't want the vinegar because obviously vinegar is already in here, so it will have the flavor. I don't want that extra liquid moisture, so chop that up. Now I've got a really good handful of fresh coriander that I'm going to chop up. You can use parsley, but if you don't mind coriander, then coriander works beautifully with this. Now I'm going to get 4 or 5 spring onions. Give it a good wash. Chop it up. Oh, stop! Don't go everywhere. Now, every element that I'm adding adds its own kind of flavor to it. And now I'm going to make just not a dressing, yeah, kind of dressing, okay. So these are like bigger than tablespoon, like measuring tablespoon. So I've got good 5 of these. Sorry, I forgot to say that was 5 heaped tablespoon of mayonnaise, and I've got 3 heaped tablespoon of thick Greek yogurt, full fat. Should have taken a bigger bowl, but then it's a lesson I will never learn. Right, so I'm just gonna mix it here. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of black sesame seeds, teaspoon of white sesame seeds, lots of fresh black pepper, half a teaspoon of MSG. Now just moving this aside for a second, I am just going to shred the chicken breast up. It's not cooled down completely, but if I shred it, it'll cool down much quicker. So see, beautifully moist. That's the but please, when you are cooking chicken, please check if it's cooked. Don't just go by the exact time I'm telling you. You always still need to check from your end if the chicken is done. You cannot eat undercooked chicken because it's so moist and so nicely done. It just literally falls apart, as you can see. So I'm gonna shred the chicken so that it cools down a little bit more before I can add it to the rest of the salad. Guys, I just want to tell you something, that I'm only using 3 chicken breasts for this. The 4th one, I'm gonna make a very quick sandwich for Sia's lunch. So just telling you guys the truth. I could have just said this is 4, but actually it's 3. Oh, it's quite warm inside, hot. Okay guys, so that's all the stuff. So all I'm going to do is mix. Did I add salt in this? I can't remember. What? You weren't even here when I was filming that. Wait. Okay guys, I don't think I added salt in it. So just a salt to taste, like a 1/4 teaspoon. And then a really good mix. Now you can eat this as it is. So if you are vegetarian, then eat it as this is. But because I'm not vegetarian, I'm gonna add all this chunk of curry powder chicken roast. So you could see that was half and half amount. So half the quantity of chicken and half the quantity of the... That is a lot. I totally understand. It's a lot of salad, but then we could have it throughout the week. Really important to give it a real good mix. And you know what? When it is like mixed and sitting in the fridge for a couple of days, it actually like comes together really nicely. It's really delicious, even fresh. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it tastes good. It tastes good. Oh, lovely. And this is a great dish to prepare beforehand. Leave it in the fridge. And here is the very first in the season, a delicious, healthy chicken salad. Yum. I'm saying it yum because it is delicious. I'll just taste it. That worked. I can't wait for this, to sit down and eat this. 10 on 10. That is delicious. It's got everything going for it. The crunch, the nutrition, the ease, the flavor. Absolutely amazing. I hope you'll try this. If you have any requests for the salad series, let me know in the comments as usual. I look forward to reading them, and I will see you back here with another new recipe very soon. Bye for now.